Most traders think they need a better indicator, a better strategy, or more confirmations. But after spending years watching traders lose money in future markets, forex markets, and even professional trading environments, I noticed something interesting. A huge percentage of losing trades were never high-quality opportunities to begin with. The setup looked clean, the signal appeared, the trader entered confidently, and then a few candles later, the market completely reversed. And if you traded long enough, you've probably experienced this exact same cycle yourself. You follow the signal exactly as planned, price immediately moves against you, so naturally you assume the indicator failed. Then you start changing settings and more tools, searching for another strategy, but many times the real issue is much simpler. The market conditions never supported the trade in the first place. And this becomes extremely dangerous during ranging conditions because ranging markets slowly drain trading accounts through repeatable low-quality entries, especially for traders who react emotionally to every signal. That's why in this video I want to show you a framework focused less on chasing trades and more on risk management, capital protection, and trade selection. Because professional traders, hedge funds, and portfolio managers understand something retail traders often ignore. Protecting capital is part of profitability, and one of the fastest ways to improve trading performance is not necessarily finding more trades. It's learning which trade deserve to be ignored. Now let me show you exactly what I mean. Check out the gold 5-minute chart. The first indicator we're using is called the trend wave bands. This is a trend following indicator that dynamically adapts to market conditions using upper and lower bands. The bands act like dynamic support and resistance areas, helping traders identify the trend direction and where price is interacting with the trend. You'll also notice a dash wave band appearing opposite the main trend band. This acts as an additional trend confirmation. During bullish conditions, upper dashed wave band helps analyze momentum strength. During bearish conditions, the lower dashed wave band serves the same purpose. Now here's where many traders get trapped. A lot of traders use this indicator in the simplest possible way. If the indicator flips green, they buy. If the indicator flips red, they sell. And on paper, that sounds logical. But let's look at what actually happens on the gold 5-minute chart. The overall trend is clearly bearish. Price is trading below the red trend wave bands. But during a downtrend, the indicator briefly flips green. Many traders immediately assume this means buy, so they enter long positions, and then the market continues lower. The trade loses money. A little later, the indicator flips green again. Another trader buy again. Maybe this trade survives temporarily with a wider stop loss. Maybe it even goes slightly into profit, but then another signal appears. This time the indicator flips bearish again. The trader sells, but underneath the surface, bullish momentum is already developing, and the sell trade fails too. That exact cycle repeats constantly during ranging conditions. Buy, sell, signal after signal, loss after loss. Not because the indicator is broken, but because the market environment is weak. And this is where trading psychology becomes extremely important, because many traders emotionally react to every signal instead of evaluating whether the market conditions usually support continuation. That behavior slowly destroys consistency, especially in leveraged markets like future trading and forex trading, where poor risk management compounds losses quickly. Now the important thing is this. Many of those low quality trades can actually be identified and skipped. And that's where the second indicator becomes important. The second indicator is called the range oscillator. For this setup, the minimum range length is set to 200. The colors are adjusted as follows. A strong bullish momentum is green, weak bullish momentum is white. A strong bearish momentum is red, and weak bearish momentum is also white. The purpose of this indicator is not generating entries by itself. Its purpose is to help us evaluate whether momentum is actually supporting the move, because trend direction alone is not enough. A market can still be technically bearish while momentum weakens underneath the surface. And when momentum is weak, trend following entries often fail. Now let's combine everything together using the trading examples. We start with the gold 5-minute chart. The trend is bearish because price is trading below the red trend wave band. But we do not immediately enter sell trades simply because the trend is down or because the indicator is red. This is where patience becomes part of the strategy. Instead, we wait for the market to rest. And by rest, we mean price pulls back toward upper red band or at least back inside the channel. This matters because markets rarely move in straight lines. They move, pause, retrace, then decide whether continuation is likely. Most traders enter before the decision becomes clear. And now after the pullback happens, we began looking for signs that bearish momentum is returning. This is where the price action becomes important. We want to see price closes a candle below the lower band. That candle close suggesting the resting phase may be ending and bearish pressure could be returning to the market. But we still need one final confirmation before risking capital. This is where the range oscillator helps filter the setup. When price closes below the lower band, the oscillator must be also show bearish momentum. Specifically, we want to see the red area below the midline. Now we have multiple factors aligned together. The trend is bearish. The market completed a pullback. Momentum returned. Only now does the trade become interesting. Only now does the setup deserves risk. For risk management, the stop loss is placed above the recent swing high or above the upper red trend wave band. The take profit target is set at 1.5 times the risk. Simple structure, defined risk, defined reward. No emotional decision making after entry. And honestly, this is one of the biggest difference between emotional trading and professional trading. Professional trading is heavily focused on risk management before the trade even happens. Now the exact same logic applies in reverse on the JPY USD 15-minute chart. The framework stays identical. Identify the trend, wait for the market to rest, wait for the momentum confirmation, then evaluate the opportunity. And psychologically, this is where many traders struggle because waiting feels uncomfortable. Many traders feel like every minute without a trade is missed opportunity. But experienced traders understand something important. Doing nothing is sometimes the highest quality decision available. And that's really what this strategy is designed to accomplish. Not predicting every market move, not catching every signal. The goal is improving trade selection while protecting trading capital during uncertain conditions, because opportunities in the market never stop coming, but trading capital is limited. So if you take one lesson away from this video, let it be this: a signal alone is never enough. The real question is whether momentum, structure, and market conditions actually support the trade before you risk capital.